guys, it's Cool Cat from Cabby Pixels, and I thought I would just post a fun video today of what is the craziest thing you've ever done or seen. And I'm gonna tell you maybe like 5 things that I've either done that were crazy or that I've seen that was crazy. I don't know, I'll probably mix it up like one crazy, one, or one done in one scene. Just go on from there. But and maybe tomorrow because I'll have um Maury, Max, Pretty Princess, and Angel here tomorrow, and maybe we'll do the same thing at number 2, and you'll hear all of their crazy things. So, but let's go ahead and start. Alright, so number uno will be the craziest thing I've done. One of the craziest things I've done was maybe when I was in the mall with my boyfriend and I saw one of my closest friends. I got my food because we were at Subway, we were getting my food, and I just darted towards her after getting paying and getting my food, and I like wiggled through all the people in the mall, and I caught up to her finally. I was like, "Do you remember me?" And I grabbed her. She goes, "Crazy, crazy," and I'm just like, "No, no, no, you remember me." She goes, "Oh, right." Um, So then she started remembering me. She's like, "Oh, you were the person that I knew when we were little," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Yes, that's me. See, I'm not crazy." She's like, "Yeah, but what you did was really crazy." And so, that's one of the craziest things I've ever done. I darted towards her, and all my friends were just looking at me like, "No, no." And but I didn't listen, obviously, because I ran towards her. But anyways, so that's number one of what I did. What I've seen will be number two. The craziest thing I've ever seen. Um, I don't know. I guess I've seen a lot of crazy things that wouldn't be actually crazy because it'd just be friend wise and their personality. I mean, I know I've done a lot of crazy things, but I can't. I don't know. Some of the things are just friend wise that I wouldn't. It's just their personality, and I wouldn't really match that up with the craziest thing I've ever seen. Um, I don't know. I have to think about that. So that might be number 3 or number 4 if I think of one. But number 2 of what I've done, the craziest thing I've done, would be, um, I guess it has to. Oh, um, yes. I was out with all my friends again. We were in the mall, but this has to do with when we were leaving the mall, and we were going to I don't know if you guys know the Ultimate Mall. Maybe some of you know because you guys live in Ultimate Springs, Longwood area, whatever. Um, but we were in the Ultimate Mall. We decided to go to the car garage thing, and I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a freak about heights. I hate heights. So my boyfriend and my best friend were like, come on, we're gonna be with you. Just come. And I was just I was really, really scared. And I ended up going with them. We ended up getting up to the very top of the garage thing where nobody parks or is, and we started hanging out there, and I liked it. I was scared in the beginning. My boyfriend was, bringing me to the edge and saying, hey, look, this is not that bad. And I was like, yeah. And I was just trying to play it off like, no, I'm still scared. And he was like, no, just calm. It's good. We're all here with you. It's all good. And okay, this is not what I've done, but this is the craziest thing I've seen. And yes, it has to do with my friend, but I've never seen anybody do this before. One of my closest friends, she took a rock, went to the edge, and I would never do this in a million years because I don't want to get in trouble for it. And she threw the rock down just to get somebody's attention. She threw it like as hard as she could. I was like, no, don't do that. What are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just trying to be funny. I was like, yeah, but what if you hurt somebody with the rock? And she runs off. She's like, hee 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 ha ha ha. And I'm just like, oh, sorry, over the edge. So a bunch of people were just looking at me like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I was looking at her. But anyways, so that was number two, and that was something I've seen, the craziest thing I've seen, because I've never seen anybody, like, actually intend to, like, throw a rock at somebody or down far. I was like, no. Um, but then there is three. So the third, let's say, third craziest thing I've ever done. Um, I'm wondering if I should like say, because I know I've done a lot of crazy things, but I don't know what to actually tell you. Um, let's see. Let me think. Let me think. What about? Hmm. I was at my friend's birthday party. She was turning, I believe, like 16, and she, she, she was. I'm trying to remember this because it's like a while ago, and she was in the pool, I think, and I was in the pool as well, and like everybody except for like two people were in the pool, and me and my friend, we were like discussing whether we should play chicken fight or not. Again, I'm a stickler about heights. I don't care how high it is. It's high. If I'm like not on the ground, I'm gonna freak out. So my friends, they looked at me. They were like, "Oh, we know. You should play chicken fight." And my boyfriend looked at me. He said, "Yeah, get on my shoulders." I was like, "No, that's high. That's off of the ground." He's like, "Oh, I promise I got you. I got you." So I go on his shoulders, being a good girl, listening to everybody. And he brings me up like super fast because he was under the water and he wanted to breathe. So I go up and I'm just like, whoa. And then my friend goes on her boyfriend's shoulders and she comes at me, like they both come at me, and I'm just like, wait, what do I do? And I like push her off, and then I fall backwards and I fall into the pool, and my boyfriend rings me up and he's like, was that fun? I was like, I don't know. Was I supposed to push her down? I didn't mean to push her down. I didn't want her to drown or anything. And he's just like, no, that's how the game goes. And I was like, makes sense now. Um, so I don't know if you guys would count that as the craziest thing, but for me, that's like really crazy because like ground for me. I like it. I want to stay on it. I'm not going to go above it. Okay, so I'm not going to go above it. Okay. But anyways, so that's like the third craziest thing I've ever done. Let's see if I can I can say like fourth thing I've ever seen, like the fourth craziest thing I've ever seen. I don't know, because I have to get to five, and I'm just like, okay, so fourth craziest either I've ever done or ever seen, whatever comes first. Ever seen, I will try. I will, like, I'm gonna think for a minute, maybe I'll come up with something, but I'm not sure. If I can. If I can't, then it'll be something I've ever done. So, pretty sure seeing friends do. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure seeing friends do something crazy is seeing something crazy. Um. And think this is like actually a really good thing to do tomorrow. I think because most of our videos you guys will see are like random things that we just do to make, so you guys can see it and whatnot. This is actually something, like a topic rather, that we can do and you can watch and hear and whatever. um, my friend was actually telling me to do this because none of the friends that are on the video, because obviously we would have done the video like that already. But one of my closest friends, she's like, "Oh yeah, we did like, what is the craziest thing you've ever seen or did?" And I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's a good thing. I'm gonna use that for mine." I was like, "Hope you don't mind." And she's like, "Oh no, take it, go ahead." So here I am. This is the longest time I've ever gone without it going like reconnect. I hope I didn't jinx that. Bum bum bum. Gosh, I hope I didn't jinx that. I would have to do the whole thing over again. I don't want to. um, okay, so but before it like even shuts off or whatever, let me think. I'm trying to make small talk while I think, and then I can't think. So, um, I know there was one time I saw, um, like, I don't want to be mean and say, like, a hobo on the side of the road, but, like, a homeless person on the side of the road, and people just, like, walk, like, there's a bunch of teenagers, I swear it wasn't me, um, who just, like, walked up to him and, like, started, like, just kicking at him, like, I saw this when my dad was driving, and I was just like, why would they do something like that? Like, that to me, that's just like horrible. Like, yeah, the guy's standing on the side of the road and maybe doesn't have much of a life, but still a human being. So to me, that was like really crazy. That was cray cray. Really. um, yeah, so, oh, we're gonna count that as number four. Okay, so last, not least, five. Okay, number five will be when, my lips are vibrating now. I do that all the time, so I don't count that as crazy, I just count that as me. Number five will be maybe done. Yeah, because I told you, yeah. Number four was seen, so this will be done. Fifth craziest thing I've ever done. Counts as like two or three, whatever. Um, I was riding in the car with my father, and I was sitting in the front with him, and he was driving, and then we came to like a stoplight. No, 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 no. Okay, the first part of the story was, and I think to me this is crazy. Maybe most of you do this like every single night, but I don't do it. So to me, it's just crazy. Um, okay, so I was like 8, maybe, and I was hanging out with my dad, or I was at my dad's house. I was sleeping, and I just woke up, and it was like in the middle of, I guess, like 2 a.m. in the morning. So forget about the middle. 2 a.m. in the morning. I wake up. I look at my phone. Yes, I had a phone when I was 8. I walked up to my dad and I go. He was standing in the kitchen and he looked at me. He goes, "Why are you up?" And I go, "I'm snacky." And he goes, "You want to get a snack?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, well then let's go." And so he told me to put on my shoes, and I was like, "Don't we have stuff in the house?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm snacky too, so let's go out and get something." And my dad is so much fun. And so we got into his car and we drive to McDonald's and we get, yogurt parfait and um we got the I forget what it was, like it's some kind of pie, I guess, or whatever. And like I haven't had McDonald's in so long, so I wouldn't know what they have for like dessert wise. Yeah, so that and then we came back home and we ate all of it and I went back to sleep and I woke up like at 10:30 and I was just like, yeah. And cuz I thought it was last night. I was like, last night was so much fun, Daddy. Let's do it again tonight. He's like, no, we can't do that every time. And I was like, but you only spend a little bit of money. And he's like, yeah, but we have stuff in the house. And I was like, I told you that before we even walked out. He's like, yeah, I know. My dad's a whole lot of fun when you get him in like good mood and when he wants to do what you want to do. So it was like crazy to me. I was like, oh, Dad, you are so cray to do that. um, but yeah. So make sure you subscribe and you like this video. Please, please, pretty please like it and subscribe for me. And um, also, which would be a fun thing to do, and for me to read, and for like cool cat, that's me, for Pretty Princess and all the other Cabby Pixel members, you can comment in the comment area below the craziest thing you've ever seen or you've ever done. So make sure to do that. Make sure to subscribe, to like, and watch our upcoming video. It might be the same thing, and you might hear. I'll like think of more things that I did for you guys tomorrow. Because we might do that tomorrow or something else. Whatever. I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow. So we'll see. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video. Cabby Pixel members, we all love you. And so, yeah, I have to say this one more time just so you don't forget. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'd like to hear, or actually read, some of the crazy stuff you guys seen or did. So, thank you. Bye.